Congratulations, my child. The miracle you have quietly been waiting for is being brought near to your life by me. And you must open your heart to receive this sacred moment with all the faith still burning within you. My beloved child, it is not by accident that you have encountered this word right now. Nor is it a coincidence that your heart has been drawn back to pause and listen. There are moments I place before you like a gentle sign from heaven, to remind you that the days you thought were only filled with waiting have not been forgotten. I have seen you walk through long seasons of testing. We heard your very small prayers in the darkness, and watched the times when you tried to keep your heart from breaking under the pressure of life. Today, I want you to know that what you have prayed for is no longer so far away. A shift is drawing near, and you need to stand in peace so you can recognize my hand opening the way. I know how long you have had to wait. There were days when you woke up with a heavy heart, not knowing how much longer you would have to keep trying. There were nights when you whispered prayers in silence, not with long and beautiful sentences, but with the trembling breath of a heart that had grown too weary. I heard it all. I saw every tear you quickly wiped away. Every time you looked at your circumstances and wondered whether you had been forgotten. Every moment when you still tried to smile before others, while inside you were full of things you could not yet speak. You thought no one saw, but I saw. You thought no one understood, but I understood. You thought your prayers only touched emptiness and disappeared, but they were kept before me. Now, I am opening doors you once thought were closed forever. Things that stood still for too long are beginning to move. The chains of fear, lack, shame, and disappointment are losing their power over you. I am not merely bringing a miracle to make you happy for a moment. I am bringing you into a season of deeper restoration, where you are no longer defined by the past, no longer living like someone only trying to survive, no longer bowing your head before the words that once wounded you. What I am preparing for you is greater than a number, greater than a gift, greater than outward assistance. It is a sign that I am still with you, still caring for you, still continuing to write the story of your life with kindness. Do not let life convince you that you have been overlooked or that you are unworthy. Do not let old disappointments teach you to close your heart to what is new. Do not let past mistakes become a shadow covering your future. I do not look at you with eyes of condemnation. I look at you as my beloved child who has endured many storms and is still standing here. I see the resilience within you, the light I have placed in you, the good things you have not yet recognized in yourself, because you have grown used to seeing yourself through your wounds. But today, I am reminding you that darkness cannot extinguish what I have lit. What once tried to crush you will not have the right to rule the life ahead of you. Every battle you have faced did not come to end you. Some battles trained you to pray more deeply, to discern more clearly, to love while still keeping wisdom, to rise even when no one was clapping. Some painful seasons taught you what easy seasons could not teach: patience, humility, endurance, and faith that does not depend on what your eyes can see. I do not waste your tears. I do not waste the days when you endured in silence. I do not waste even the paths you thought were meaningless circles. I have used all of it to prepare you for a season where, once you enter it, you will understand why you needed to be strengthened before you were lifted. The miracle I am bringing does not only require open hands, it requires a prepared heart. When blessing touches your life, receive it with humility. When a door opens, walk through it with wisdom. When help arrives, give thanks before you rush into pride. When abundance appears, let it become a stream of goodness, not a throne for arrogance. I do not bless you so that you forget me. I bless you so that you may know I am the source of every good thing. I do not restore you only to bring you out of lack. I restore you so you may live more generously, more peacefully, more maturely, and be able to lift up those who are weary as you once were weary. Perhaps you once thought you had missed your time. Perhaps you looked back at the past years and saw too many unfinished things, too many missed opportunities, too many closed doors. But I speak to you and say that I can still make all things new. I can take the chapters you thought had ended in tears and continue writing them with hope. I can turn the place where you once felt ashamed into the place where you realize how deep my mercy truly is. I can turn loss into wisdom, delay into preparation, loneliness into the place where you learn to lean on me. Nothing in my hands is completely hopeless when you still know how to return and trust. So open your heart today. Let your prayer become the key that opens the door of faith. Tell me that you are ready to receive what I give, but also ready to be taught how to care for it. Let Amen rise, not merely as a word, but as a deep agreement that you no longer want to live in doubt. You are ready to step out of fear. You are ready to believe that the days of waiting were not meaningless. You are ready to let me rewrite the next chapters with peace, restoration, and good things beyond what you once dared to imagine. Stand firm, my beloved child. Your miracle is not only what I place into your hands, but also what I am doing within you. I am renewing the way you see the future, healing the places that were once broken, rekindling hope where you thought it had grown cold. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not defined by the painful days that have passed. I have kept you through the storm, and I will lead you into the new season with kindness. Keep walking with clear eyes, a tender heart, and steady faith, because I am still working, still opening the way, and still preparing for you things better than what you once prayed for in the dark. But now I speak to you, a great shaking is drawing near to your life, not to destroy you, but to lift the veil from what has been hidden and show you how closely I have guarded you all this time. My child, there are moments when I allow the ground beneath your feet to tremble, not because I want you to fall, but because I want what is false around you to no longer be able to stand. This shaking will expose the forces that once quietly fought against your peace, the intentions hidden behind smiles, the words covered with kindness but carrying envy within. Yet above all, it will reveal that you have never walked without covering. In the days when you thought you were most alone, I still stood near. In the hours when you thought everything was against you, I still set boundaries around what was allowed to touch you. The adversary has tried to distract you before this hour arrived, because it knows that once you hear my voice clearly, confusion will begin to lose power over your life. It wants you busy in anxiety, tangled in thought, caught in small stories, exhausted by emotions that have not yet been healed, so that you no longer have enough stillness to recognize that I am showing the way. But today I am pulling you out of that fog. I am calling you back to clarity. I do not want you to keep living in a state where you hope and fear at the same time, where you want to move forward yet feel pulled backward, where you ask for peace while allowing the noise around you to rule your heart. I want you to know that when my voice becomes clear within you, false voices will lose their strength. There are people around you who still smile and speak when they stand before you, but in the hidden place of their hearts, they are not truly happy to see you restored. There are people who have grown used to seeing you tired, used to seeing you weakened, used to hearing the story of your struggle, until your rising makes them uncomfortable. I do not say this so you will suspect everyone, and I do not want you to live in bitterness. I only want you to know that I see what you do not see. I hear what you do not hear. I know which hearts truly bless you and which hearts only want you to remain in the valley so they can feel safer. Therefore, when I begin separating you from certain people, do not be quick to resist. Some distance is protection. Some silence is grace. Some closed doors are my hand upon your shoulder saying, you do not need to go that way anymore. You have called many things delays, but in my eyes, many of those times were deliverance. You were disappointed when doors closed without any explanation. You wondered why that opportunity did not come, why that person left, why that plan fell apart just when you thought you were about to step into something good. But my beloved child, if some of those doors had opened sooner, your heart might have been crushed in ways you were not ready to endure. If some people had stayed longer, they might have dimmed the light I was nurturing within you. If some things you prayed for had been given at that time, they might have pulled you farther from me instead of drawing you closer. What I withheld was not punishment. It was mercy. It was protection. It was rescue from things disguised as blessings but not carrying my peace. I am speaking to you with urgency because the timing of this season is important. You cannot continue ignoring the promptings I place in your heart and still expect peace around you to remain steady forever. There were times when I reminded you to stop, but you kept walking because you were afraid of missing out. There were times when I placed unrest within you, but you pushed it aside because you did not want to face it. There were times when I sent signs, reminders, dreams, a timely sentence, an unusual slowing down, a very gentle prompting in your heart. But distractions pulled you away too quickly. Today I am not blaming you to make you ashamed. I am calling you back so you can learn to listen before you have to learn through pain. I want you to mature in discernment, so you will know what comes from me and what only comes to wear you down. Many people hear my voice once and then continue living as before, as though the warning were only a passing sound. They pray for change but hold tightly to old habits. They ask for guidance but refuse to pause long enough to hear. They ask for peace but still allow chaos to enter through every doorway of their lives. I do not want you to become one of them. I have brought you to this moment because I still want to awaken the deep place within you before something powerful opens around you. You have fallen asleep in some areas of your life, not because you do not love me, but because weariness has numbed you. Disappointment has made you cautious, and waiting too long has lowered your expectations. But I am rekindling wakefulness within you. The coming days will expose many hearts, not so you may rejoice over the truth of others. but so you may walk with greater wisdom. Some truths will help you understand why your heart has felt uneasy many times. Some events will show you why I blocked certain paths. Some connections will separate themselves from your life because they cannot go with you into the new season. Do not fear that separation. What truly belongs to you will not be lost in my hands. What I have appointed for you will not be taken away by exposure. Only what has been wearing down your peace, confusing your mind, pulling you away from purpose, and making your heart heavy will be brought into the light so that you may be free. Therefore, when the shaking begins, do not panic. Stand still in me. Let me show you what needs to be kept, what needs to be released, who is truly allowed to draw closer, and who needs to be placed at a healthy distance. Do not react in anger when the truth is revealed. Do not quickly run after what I am removing from your hands. Do not call loss a failure if it is opening the way for peace. I am your Father, the one who knows the end from the beginning. I do not break things apart to abandon you among ruins. I shake in order to rebuild on a stronger foundation. I expose in order to heal. I separate in order to protect. I close in order to open what truly belongs to you. My beloved child, return to focus. Keep your heart near me in the coming days. Ask before you decide. Listen before you react. Observe before you give trust. And let my peace stand guard at the doorway of your heart. What is coming is not meant to destroy you, but to free you from the things that have kept you too long in confusion. You will understand why I warned you, why I delayed, why I closed certain doors, why I allowed certain people to leave. When light shines in, you will no longer have to live by guesswork. When the truth is revealed, you will no longer have to cling to what hurts you. And when I lift you out of chaos, you will know that this shaking is not a sign that I have left you, but proof that I have drawn near to protect, purify, and bring you into a season of deeper peace. At this very hour, I am sending divine assistance and special favor into your life, so that things that seemed closed begin to open before your eyes. My beloved child, do not let your present circumstances convince you that everything is standing still. I am moving more powerfully than what you can see. There are doors you never thought you would be able to walk through, but I am placing my hand upon their hinges. There are people you have not yet met, but I am preparing them to appear at the right time. Speak the right word, offer the right help, and open the right way. There are positions you once thought belonged only to others, but I am clearing the path for you to stand there, not through striving, but through arrangement from me. When I lift you up, you will know it is not the result of your own strength, not drifting luck, not the coincidence of the world. It is my hand leading you into a season of victory. I will cause water to flow through the places you once called dry. I will bring light into the dark corners you thought would remain covered forever. The areas of your life that once lacked hope will begin to show signs of life again. The things that once made you weary will no longer have enough power to keep your head bowed. Those who once doubted you will fall silent before the restoration I reveal upon you. Those who mocked your journey will see you rise with a peace they cannot explain. But remember, I do not do this so you can become proud before them. I do this so you may know that my word over your life is stronger than every voice that once opposed you. I do this so you may understand that when I decide to restore, no rumor, no delay, and no past can stop your new season. You will rise, but not by the old striving. You will move forward, but not with the weary feet that once tried to hold everything up on their own. You will stand firm, not because you were never weak, but because my strength is lifting you from within. I know the days when you thought you had no strength left to continue. I know how you endured in silence, how you reminded yourself to be strong when no one saw you cracking. But now, I am breathing new life into you. I am replacing exhaustion with courage, hesitation with steadiness, fear with trust. This is not the season for you to shrink back. This is the season for you to recognize that I have gone before you, prepared the way, covered you, and am calling you to step into the land of victory. Remember what I have done for my people in times when there seemed to be no way out. When the sea stood before them and pursuit came from behind, I opened a road where there was no road. When giants stood tall as symbols of threat, I gave victory to the one who placed his trust in me. When those in captivity thought chains were their final fate, I unlocked, broke prison doors, and called them into freedom. I am not the one who acted only in ancient stories and then became silent in your life today. I am still the unchanging one. My power does not fade with time. My mercy does not weaken through the years. What I did in former seasons, I can still do in this season, in my way, in my timing, and for my good purpose for you. As I once led the chosen through danger, schemes, rejection, and trials, I am also working in your life right now. I see your faith, even when it is as small as a ray of light in the long night. I see you still trying to hold on to hope, even when many things around you want to pull you down. I see you still calling out to me when your mind is full of questions. I treasure every step of trust you take, every time you choose not to give up. Every moment you lay down your fear and say that you still want to follow me. Let faith become greater than fear. Let hope rise higher than old disappointments. Let my word become stronger than what you are seeing with natural eyes. Fear may speak loudly, but it has no right to rule you if you choose to listen to me. Even when you are walking through a dark valley, you do not need to fear, because I do not let you pass through it alone. There are roads you must walk, but you do not walk them in loneliness. I am beside you, keeping you from slipping, lifting you when you are weak, comforting you when you are tired, guiding you step by step toward a place of greater peace. When darkness causes you to lose direction, I will be the light before you. When your heart trembles, I will be the steadiness beneath your feet. When you do not know which way to choose, I will place clarity within you and teach you to recognize the road that carries peace. I will lead you beside still waters, where you no longer have to live in constant tension, where your mind can rest, where your heart can be healed, where the faith within you can be renewed by my gentle presence. Your present circumstances are only a temporary trial, not the final period of your story. Do not let one difficult season cause you to draw the wrong conclusion about your entire life. Do not let a temporary storm convince you that the sky will never brighten again. Storms do not last forever. and the dark night has no authority to swallow the dawn. I am holding your hand tightly, and I will not let go, even when you feel weak. My hand is strong, even when you feel lost. I still know the way, even when you have no words left to pray. I still understand every sigh. Give me the burden you have carried for too long. Lay down the worries that have exhausted your mind. Let my peace fill the places within you that fear once occupied. My beloved child, the miracle that is coming is not only for you to receive and keep to yourself. It will become a testimony. It will become light for those who are in circumstances like the ones you once passed through. One day, when you tell how I opened the way, how I provided, how I restored, how I lifted you when you thought you had no strength left, others will be encouraged to believe one more time. Your story will not only speak of pain, it will speak of faithfulness. It will not only tell of the days when you stumbled, it will reveal how I lifted you to stand again. It will not only be a memory of trial, it will be living evidence that my powerful hand is still working in this world. Therefore, prepare your heart for what I am doing. Keep walking with wakefulness, gratitude, and faith that I have not forgotten you. The doors opening are not meant to overwhelm you, but to bring you to the place I have appointed. The people about to appear are not random. They are part of the arrangement I am weaving. The changes that are coming are not meant to make you lose direction, but to bring you out of the narrow place and into something wider. Keep your heart tender. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Keep your steps in obedience. Your season of victory is coming not through the noise of striving, but through my quiet yet unstoppable power. And when it appears, you will know that I was there from the beginning, leading, preserving, restoring, and turning your very life into a sign of the goodness I give to those who trust in me. For a very long time, you have carried burdens beyond your strength. And I want you to know that no part of that weariness has been treated lightly or overlooked by me. You have learned how to hide your pain behind a smile that seemed peaceful. How to answer that you were fine while inside you were cracking day by day. How to keep walking even when there were days your heart almost had no strength left to hope. There were moments when you felt you had to be strong because there was no other choice. Had to keep going because no one fully understood what you were going through. But I saw it all. I saw your silent cries, the tears that fell when no one was there to wipe them away. The nights when you turned your face into the darkness and tried to hold back everything that wanted to break open. I heard the words you did not say, the thoughts you kept hidden, the fears you did not dare admit. You thought you cried alone, but I was there, always there. I preserved every tear, every sigh, every unspoken prayer you sent up in silence, as precious things that would never be forgotten. Today, I am drawing near to you with the tenderness of a loving father, not to bring back old pain or make you remember the things that wounded you, but to dry those tears with my deep and unchanging love. The heaviness that has clung to you for too long is beginning to lift, even if you do not recognize it immediately. The chains that once held you in anxiety, self-blame, and exhaustion are beginning to crack beneath my light. The thoughts that once made you feel trapped are slowly losing their strength. A new light is opening over your path, not because circumstances suddenly become easy or every problem disappears at once, but because I am walking beside you, lifting you when you are weak, and leading you out of the place where you thought you would remain stuck forever. I am not distant from you, and I am not silent before your cry. I am present in every breath, in every moment you thought was meaningless, working in things you cannot yet see, and speaking directly to your heart with a deep peace that nothing in this world can replace. Do not let fear convince you that I have forgotten you. Do not let the long days of waiting make you think that I am no longer working or no longer caring for you. I am opening something new, a new movement, a new road, right in the middle of the place you thought was dry and hopeless. At first, it may only look like a small ray of light flickering in the darkness, a gentle feeling of peace passing through, a door slightly open that you do not yet dare to enter, a hopeful thought returning after many weary months. But do not take those small signs lightly. Many times, the great things I do begin with quiet movements in your heart, with small changes you do not immediately recognize. I am sowing new seeds in your heart, and they will grow at the right time. You are not forgotten. My beloved child, the world may pass over you. People may not fully understand what you have endured, and they may judge you by what they see on the outside. But I never remove my eyes from you. I know every wound, every pain, every unfinished dream of yours. Before you knew what you needed to pray for, I already knew the lack within your heart. Before you spoke a word, I had already begun arranging answers with my wisdom and love. Every prayer, every sigh, every small hope you whispered in moments of weakness has touched my mercy. Nothing you have gone through is meaningless, and no tear is useless. And now, in this very moment, I am answering you in the best way for you. Perhaps the answer does not come in the shape you once imagined. Perhaps the road I open does not look like the path you drew for yourself. But what I give is always placed within love, protection, and a good purpose for you. Trust me one more time, even when you do not yet see clearly. My timing is not late, not wrong, not lost from your life. I know when to hold something back to protect you, when to open something to lead you forward, when to heal hidden wounds, and when to bring you into a new season full of hope. Rest in me. Lay down the worries you have carried for too long, because I am turning your sorrow into radiant joy, turning tears into a testimony of restoration, and turning heavy days into a firm foundation for the future you have waited for so long.